quarter time, boys.
Jake Barlow.
Well, he's a chance.
I know he is. Somebody from Werribee will win it this week. You watch.
So ball is thrown back in.
Hilton Clark, or one of those hyphen. They've got about 8 of them down there now.
Hilton Clark.
Is that what his name is? Or Steel Sidebar?
yeah,
I don't know.
Steel
The siren has sounded here and has ended the third quarter, which will see Bannockburn go in at 8 goals, 5-53. They lead the Geelong West Giants on 7-6-48. And goal kicks to this stage for the Bannockburn side, 2 each to Blake Miller and Brent Jarks, 1 each to Matt Tyquin, Kieran Fulton, Billy McIntosh and Jake Miles. And for the Geelong West Giants, 2 to Braden Mitchell and 1 each to Justin White, Michael Lima, Alex Blair, Scott Galloway and Chris Johns.
Three-quarter time, match day live. Bannockburn 8-5-53. They lead Geelong West 7-6-48. We'll take a break, come back with the final quarter after this on 94.7 The Pulse.
So Lima it is with the free kick. Hard spot to kick the goal from there, but he's kicked it nicely. He's brought it back with the breeze, and he has put it straight through the middle. So Michael Lima has his first goal of the afternoon, and Geelong West Giants, they move to 6 goals, 5 now. They lead Bannockburn, who are still on the 4-3 at 27. And we have gone nearly 6 minutes. Third quarter to Grand Slogan Sports, third quarter scoreboard.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't think he tried to kick that goal. I think he was just trying to set it
Set
up,
it up and it
right
came
into the
back.
goal square, and the wind took it. And when you do that nice and easy, if you kick hard at it like he did earlier in the quarter, it came straight over, almost out of bounds on the full. But he decided to set it up just for someone to mark it, and the wind took it straight through the middle. So what they got to do now is just have a look at that, and next time they get it from there, try the same thing. Because as you said, it is a hard place to kick goals from there. If you sit it up at this stage, although the wind might change, it's been up and down all day. But I tell you what, I think we might have an upset here today. They're playing good enough football to win this game.
Well, they can get 2 or 3 in front.
And then it pours.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon the last time we kicked 4 goals in a row against Bannockburn, you'd go to Bellpost Hills Grand Final in 2016, I reckon.
So back to the middle, large Jerbies up against Stretton.
Oh, you're just making that up, you idiot.
Large Jerbies gets it down. Handball chopped off by Bannockburn. They get it free though. The Giants come towards the middle again and kick off the ground. Well, sort of by John.
He should have got it out.
Jason
No,
Lee.
fair enough.
And Milne puts the tackle on Spiller, and the umpire will come in and ball it up just inside the centre square at centre wing. Here comes the breeze again too. Jeez.
God.
So Gans gets it down in the ruck contest. Middleton through the middle. Handball on the up towards Mitchell. His handball was okay to Hayes off a step towards half forward, not 15. Spiller plays on quickly, gives it away to Matty Tyquin. His handball back to a standing start. Kelly, his handball underneath the Smith. Got it away to Tyquin. Kick off the kick. Wasn't crash off, but the breeze is about 100 knots at the moment. Kick towards Mitchell, who's taking it left half forward, plays on. Oh, he has played on. The umpire said, yes, you've got to now. He goes to the right foot, tries to measure the pass to White. Over his head, Kelly's across there. Cole as well. Lima comes out at pace, put the pressure on. He kept his feet. Cole didn't. Lima tried to tap it back, but it's run out over the boundary line for a throw in. The boundary umpire has said it's on the full, and it's going to be a free kick to Bannockburn, is it? Or to
I think
Geelong
it's going
West?
the other
Well,
way.
I'll tell you what.
I think Lima actually punched the ball onto the Bannockburn player's foot and then it went over the line.
So they've got the ball. Gans kicks the ball into...
Well, that's just squandering the bloody thing.
Into Lara, nearly. He's kicked it that far to the right, and it's out of bounds on the full. So the free kick to Tommy Parsons.
Is Lara that way, isn't it?
I was just thinking that.
Lara's that way?
Just pulled it out, that's all right.
Jeez. Google Maps up the end. You know how to get home, Grub? You okay?
Oh, I just asked you, is Lara that way?
Yeah.
I don't go to the mongrel of a place.
Oh. Parsons kicks it back in. Hope they don't join the GD again.
Mongrel,
Back to
me either.
Peters gets it away. Handball, Tyquin wrapped up. Umpire said held to him. And we're going to have a ball up.
Daisy, Bomber McCain, Stewie Ryan, all those mongrels.
6-5-41. Geelong West batting 4-3-27. 9 minutes played, third term.
Hoffman, there's another mongrel.
Ball tapped out of the contest, and West, they go forward once again, quickly into the half-forward line, or actually further now, but the ball with that breeze blowing.
Oh, look at it go.
Over the boundary
That's
line.
gone to Lara. I was at a party one night with all those Lara blokes, and they're all talking about their greatest ever side at Lara. And straight away, the old grubber, he says, 87. They go, oh, yeah, that was... Hang on. We didn't even win the flag that year. I said, no, we beaches. They're all going to punch me up.
So Tommy passes with the ball, back pocket. Kick wasn't that flash off the boot.
Oh,
Gets
crikey.
just to the 50 with a bit of a bounce and a shuffle. Umpire says it's a high
the
tackle,
shoulder.
so it's going to come back again. And it's a Geelong West ball. They're looking towards the centre-half back position. Kick wasn't real good. Dwyer coming one way, didn't take clean possession. They left it down. Ball now in dispute. Kicked off the ground. It was missed by Peters. Goes back after it now on hands and knees. Drags it back in. Umpire stands, swoops, and says it's going to be mine. It's a little bit better now. Not too far away from where we sit.
I tell you now, if Bannockburn can't lift, they can't win this game. They're not playing well enough to win the game at this point.
So Ruckman to go at it, inside the centre square, a little bit towards the wing. Stretton gets the ball to boot, kicks it along the ground. Another kick off the ground. The ball travels back towards true centre wing. And it's West who are first to arrive. The kick round the body, only as far as Stevenson. He's passed the ball, coming across with Spiller. Did nicely, picked up Mitchell. Did extra well. Got the handball over the top to Gans. Gans got the handball further away to Lima. Lima was pushed off the ball as he kicked it. Goes back towards Peters. Link Peters.
That's what makes sides good footy sides.
Jake Miles' first ever goal in Bannockburn colours.
And it was a good one.
So back in the middle of the ground we go. Stretton, Jervis gets the ball down. Handball's goal goes towards White. Okay, tries to knock it on. Good pick up by McIntosh. Puts the ball quickly back into the forward line. Miller going back with the flight of the ball. Can't take it. Lehman who's there. Working hard to get the ball towards the boundary line. Gavin also puts his head over the contest. Gets it out towards Sharp. But it's good work there from Lowry, who put his head over the contest. And he was tackled, brought to ground. There's no way the ball was going to come out, so the umpire, correct decision, takes the ball outside, forward 50. Bannockburn again with a late opportunity here as we've ticked towards 27 minutes. Ball at ground level, picked up by Tyquin, comes out of the contest, goes to Bowden. Got boot to ball, didn't travel too far, stayed within the contest. Wide over the top of it, needs to be careful here. He's trying to get
He's
it
going to
out.
get points for sure.
There he is. The umpire's called it, Grub. So free
And I
kick,
think he was right that time too.
free kick goes to Bannockburn and Ryan Bowden. So Ryan Bowden now looks for some options further afield. He's just been asked to go around a little bit further by the umpire. Short kick.
Great pass.
Gee,
Great football.
Outside of the
Great
boot.
pass.
yeah, we'll count that one, but I don't think that was where it was meant to go.
Well, I don't think.
I do actually.
No,
No, I
way.
don't think
I don't
so.
even think Blake Miller was supposed to be there.
He was pointing at that spot. That's
No,
what I
no,
thought.
he just jumped back over the fence from getting a couple of hamburgers. I think.
Jeez, Grub.
I tell you what.
Half time leftovers. So Miller, he won't it'd be hard to kick a goal from there with the way the wind's blowing, but he was a good kick as a junior. He loads up, he goes long, it's coming back, it's in the square, and it's going to be pushed through for a minor score. So Bannockburn move now to 7 goals 5. There's 1 point margin in the game, 7-6 to the Geelong West Giants. We've gone 28 minutes, third quarter.
Quick kick into the middle of the ground. Bannockburn with the numbers at the back. They pick it up. Kelly dropped it in the tackle. The umpire said play on. Handball came back. West go towards half forward. Miller out wide. Can he keep it in? I think it's going to run away from him into the car park. Out of bounds for throw in, right half forward.
I thought he should have paid dropping the ball, or holding the ball, because that's
They
what
have
they've
been paying, yeah, that's
I
right.
don't agree with it. I would have said, no, I know. But
Yeah.
the way they've been umpiring, I think you've got to try and remain consistent. They've done a really good job, and that's something you can work on, I guess. But
So Andrew throw in. Stretton up against Milnes. Milnes taps it over the back.
oh, careful.
Hayes stood up at the back. Tigers had the numbers if they can get the footy clear. They can't. Now it comes to the side. Middleton shuffled the handball out. White put the tackle on. Oh, they run past it. Bannockburn across defensive 50. Now it falls out quickly to Hayes. He's wrapped up. The umpire says he didn't have much prior, but anyway, umpire said it was holding the ball.
I thought that one, the way they've been playing it, still wasn't a free kick, I don't think.
Middleton. Inside defensive 50 for Bannockburn. Point the difference. 29.5 played third term. Called to play on. Goes to the outer side. Lima goes up. Stretton taps it away. Close to the boundary line. And they see it over. Miller and Lima happy with each other.
Look, it's only my opinion, but in these conditions when it's a bit wet and whatnot, I just reckon the prior opportunity, you should give them a little bit more, because it stops blokes
Yeah,
from going for the
absolutely.
football. You know, they say, well, I'm not going to go for the football. I'll wait till some other bloke gets it and tackle him.
So the two number 20s go at it. Milne handballed out from the ruck contest. McKay can't take it with him. Bannockburn can through
Gee.
Peters, gives it away to Tyquin, back into the centre square, goes towards centre forward, Jacques to
That's
run
a
onto
great
it.
kick.
Great kick, 50 out, open goal square, brings it around, had the arm
And
up.
so
Barry-
was that.
Had the arm up, Barry O'Cool very quickly and kicks his second of the afternoon, and they take the lead, the Tigers. They go to 8-5-53. They lead West 7-6-48 to Grandy Cycling Sport. Third quarter scoreboard, 30 and a half played.
We've seen a lot of blokes come through the middle today and just blaze away, kick it high, kick it wide. But Tyquin that time, he got the ball and he kicked it in front of the bloke. He kicked it in front of Jarks so he could run straight onto it. And obviously Jarks must have thought, well, I just had the best possession, the best kick of all day. I'm going to match that, and went bang and kicked a beautiful goal. What do you reckon, Alex?
I think this is deja vu for the 5th time in 10 games. Oh, you got a bit of snot there, Grubby. For
keeping
the
that for
last,
later.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, how do you two do it up that end of the box? Gee whiz.
Thrown up by the umpire.
Is that better?
Stretton gets the ball down. And through the contest, Stretton went back and won the ball again at ground level. Went to Dwyer. Dwyer cleaned it away to White. White on the right boot goes towards centre wing. Gans still keeps the ball in front of himself. Bath not too far from behind. And the ball is running towards the boundary line. If they've kept it in play, no, they haven't. The ball goes over, so a ball did take place just forward of centre wing for Geelong West, far side of the ground.
We'll need to hear some nominations for the Yards Hotel at 3.
Actually,
Start of the third term here, 5-5-35. The visitors, they lead Bannock 4-3-27. And Jervis gets down the first tap and gets a free kick, and the advantage is paid. So the Giants play on quickly through White. Goes inside 50. Milnes gives away a free kick for a push in the back. And Stevenson will take the free kick for Bannockburn. Gets up a bit ginger too. Stevenson, he'll take the free kick now. Inside defensive 50. Goes to the outer side. Centre wing position. Holds up in the breeze. Miller's there.
well, that's
Pushed.
a free too. That's too
Yeah.
early.
And Paddy Lowry turns around and says, what did I do? Well, you pushed him in the back, brother.
Well, I don't know if he used his hands. I think he used his body, but the ball was nowhere near there.
So Miller, back end of centre wing on the outer side, will take the free kick. Called to play on now, does so. Goes long down the line. And Stretton went under it. Jervis was there as well, right next to him. White over the top. Picked it up and then dropped it in the tackle. Quick clearing kick out. Tigers into attack close to the boundary line. Fulton. Carkeek. Fulton tapped it back
Great tap.
intelligently. Ball spills free. Still in dispute. They've got it at Bannockburn. They need a quick start to this third term. Off a step, Johnson, wide kick, and has White saved it? He might have actually, just inside the field of play. He's taken the mark at half back for the Giants. So he will try and drive the ball towards the middle. He hasn't got much to kick to. He's called to play on. He handballs over the top, sets a task. The 1-2 was all right. Oh, then he handballed it to himself. He dropped the footy and then tried to pick it up, and he's mucked that up. Ball still at centre wing. They've just forced it forward. The Giants gained about 30 or 40 metres, and they will have a boundary throw. No addition to the halftime score, and we've played a minute, nearly 2 minutes now in the third term.
This ball will be on the far side of the ground. Will be thrown back in by the umpire. Again, big men go at it. Ball's tapped down. White runs onto it, but again, it's McIntosh coming the other way. He collects it. He is tackled and brought to ground, so there's going to be a ball up on true centre wing. Again, the far side of the ground. Thrown up quickly by the umpire. Again, no ruckman touches the ball. Picked up there by Miles. Had it, lost it, put it down. Probably could have been dropping the ball. And the umpire's allowed things to roll. Again, nothing really happening. So there's a high tackle out in the far side of the ground. It's going to go Geelong West way. He goes quickly into the middle of the ground. Gans couldn't take the mark, but
Chopped
he's
the
got
arms.
awarded the free kick. So the ball goes back quickly to him, and he transfers play across the ground. Lima's the target, going across Kelly, but Lima kept his eye on the ball. Did
Who was
nicely.
that?
Handball comes up, goes to Lowry. Lowry goes quickly into the forward line. Spoil from behind, front of the contest. Galloway picks up. He goes back towards goal with the ball, but unfortunately the wind and has carried the ball over the boundary line, out of bounds on the full. About 10 metres around from the behind post.
What's the other sheet?
Up behind you, mate. Just a bit of feedback on the commentary from one Alistair Patience, boys. He'd like Jervis of the Bannockburn variety and Jervis of the Geelong West variety, just so it can be distinguished.
Enough variety.
So ball from Bowden is kicked out to the half-back line.
Week
Mark
number
is
2,
taken
Gary.
out there. Miles, his kick
here we
goes
go.
into the man on the mark. He goes back, lays a tackle. Umpire says it's going to be a ball up. So just didn't give himself enough room. Tried to chip it up over the top. grab that grey cloud at the back there to our right.
Grey. Grey. Black.
So we could be about to cop some more very shortly. So Bannockburn now with the ball. Tyquin gets the handball over the top to Jervis of Bannockburn, and he goes to the centre wing. Kicks there. Kick wasn't good. He's been kept in the field of play, or was briefly by Fulton. Now it runs over the boundary line. We're going to have a ball in from the umpire, far side of the ground, as we've called for most of the day. We might go the other side one day when it's...
You know, I've told you that, and you know what's going to happen?
We
They'll bring it over
Bloody
here.
ball's going to come over
Yeah,
here.
it's
But
right.
we'll need a screen, though,
We
to
will
keep the
need
wind away.
lots, I know.
So the ball in that contest, White picks it up, goes to Gans, handball goes back to Galloway on the far side. No, it wasn't. It was Johnson who got the handball further afield. They look back inside. Kick was good, was it? Yes, it was. Mills has come in and he has taken the mark in between two Bannockburn opponents.
I reckon today the wind would blow that rain straight in through the front.
Yeah, it would. It'd be coming horizontal too, I reckon. So kick goes into the forward line. Lima comes out, doesn't take the mark. Umpires allow things to roll, and the ball goes over the boundary line. So once again, going to have a ball in, far side of the ground, half forward line. This time Geelong West attacking into the ground. Plenty of numbers around that ball. So if either side can get out of that contest, it could be beneficial if they get players to spread. It's Jervis who's going to take him on. Handballs to himself.
Oh! Jeez.
Umpire says he didn't put it down correctly, so the free kick goes to Geelong West. He goes quickly towards Lima out the back. Luke Bowden read that nicely this time, and he has taken
another
the mark.
free.
Oh, jeez.
Or is he paying the mark?
No, he
No,
paid
no.
it free for a push.
Can't pay the mark. The other bloke marked it.
Just gets the handball away, finds Middleton. Ball comes out in the tackle.
Oh,
And the umpire's paid a free quick, and it's allowed with Dwyer to go on with it. He goes long, quickly into the forward line, leading out Blair. Nice trap of the ball, tackled by Parsons. How did he get grabbed?
They're going to pay him. They're going to pay him, and that's fair enough.
Got to give the guy an opportunity, though, to grab that.
Oh, look, I thought so.
Yeah.
I don't think they're quite giving them quite enough, but
Yeah.
if they're all the same,
Yeah, fair
then I'm
enough.
fine with that.
Yep. Ball quickly now out towards centre wing. Karkook in front of Fulton. Gets a handball out the back. Went towards Lima. Tried to keep it in the field of play. Tapped it back towards Karkook. Can't quite trap it, so the ball is still in play on the far side of the ground. Now there's a kick in danger. And it's going to go to Fulton. I can't say anything about that because I couldn't even see that far
Nah,
out of the
you
ground.
can't. You can't.
So
might
he's
need
done-
some lights on soon
yeah,
too.
I think they were on earlier.
They were on earlier in the twos.
When you came in, they did wear on. So the ball was now in the hands of Geelong West. And I think on the far side it's Johnson. He kicks back towards the half-forward line in front. Mark not taken or paid to Fulton. Lays a good tackle. Ball comes out. Handball again. Releases the ball towards centre wing. But it's Geelong West through Lima. Little boot to ball. Only as far as Cole, but he couldn't take the mark. Coming in at a fair rate of knots. Lima's
Jeez.
back in there again. Got boot to ball. Good smother on the ground. I think it was Stretton. Again, there's not too much clean play out the far side. Ball just that little bit wet at the present time. It's going to continue to run. Picked up there. I think it's Middleton. No, it wasn't. It was Jervis. Got the ball out. There's a free kick. It's going to Chesney Milne, is it? Far side of the ground.
Yep.
Good tackle on Stretton. So, Milne to put Geelong West back into attack. A little short kick coming up. Marcus taken out there. This is Milnes. And he's outside 50. So, again, distance just outside his reach. Looks across the ground. Nice looking kick. And Mitchell comes up and he takes the mark. And he's about 40 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. So an opportunity here. Has one for the afternoon. Could be the first player to be a multiple goal scorer for the day.
Be a good kick from there, Smithy.
Take his best. A little bit of a shuffle. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. It's going to have the distance, not the problem, but the accuracy is not there. So Mitchell has 1 goal 1, and Geelong West have 6 goals 6. They lead Bannockburn, who are 4 goals 3. We've gone 13 minutes. Third quarter to Granny Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Just reminding the listeners, last time these sides met, round 9 last year, scores were level at three-quarter time and Bannockburn kicked the final 4 goals. So
Well, I'm not sure they're playing well enough to do that at this point in time.
Toby Parsons had to go and get the footy. He's got it now. Do the kicking in. Sharp giving him a long lead from half forward to the back pocket.
They're wondering here to go on. I don't know if they actually want to go on.
He still didn't get it anyway because he kicked to the other side. Bowden takes the mark. Short little kick along the boundary line. Just holding the play up. Stevenson goes. towards half back. No mark taken. Small Jervies got it away. Smith goes over the top. Wrapped up. Pack develops at half forward. And we'll have a ball up. So ruck contest. Stretton. In fact, Fulton it might be. Up against large Jervies. Smith gets it down. Goes towards the middle of the ground. People waiting for it. They need to attack the footy. Comes to Dwyer. He left it behind though. Bannockburn try and push it forward. Lowry wrapped up in the tackle. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
I'll tell you what though, Jace. It's in the air. It's spinning around, going everywhere. On the ground, it's bouncing. So hard to attack it because you just don't know where it's going to go.
Large Jervies gets it down. Side of the pack. Bannockburn. So that was small Jervies. Got pushed in the back. Umpire said play on. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again.
Well, I think you're going to be calling large Jervies more than small Jervies because Connor Jervies is down today, as is the big bloke. The big bloke with Interleague.
Fulton.
Oh,
Yeah, he's down today too.
Bannockburn get it across towards half forward. Punched away 2-on-1. Dwyer got it away. Miller threw it out. Got it away to Hayes. Too slow. Somehow threw it to Miller again. Under pressure. Needs some support. They're running the wrong way. Handball back to Lowry. Short little kick in the middle was good vision. Milne trapped it. Got it away to Dwyer again. Ran through the middle. He left it behind. Kicked it off the ground. Spiller to come at it. Lima as well attacks it. He gets it again. Wheels around. Handball back to Milne. Usually pretty good with the chip kick, and he's okay this time too. And he's
Curtis Young, I think.
He's thought about playing on too. He's
And
got to
again.
play on now, Young. So now he goes in the pocket. Mitchell goes up. Got a couple against him. Falls to the side of the pack. Bowden pushed off it. Mitchell too easily too. Mitchell little kick into the goals, and he's kicked it. That
Wow.
was way too easy. And I tell you what, Luke Bowden will unfortunately have to hang his head there because he didn't stand up in the tackle and was pushed off it easy. Mitchell kicks his. Develops, tried to get it out. Umpire's going to punch him.
Oh.
Geez, bit hard. He was on his back with Miles right on top of him. But anyway,
Look, I don't think he actually dragged that one in, which means it probably should have been balled up. But I'll tell you what, they haven't made many blues.
short kick. Fulton takes the mark. Point of the centre square at half back. Kicks it towards centre wing. Good kick too. Finds BJ Harding. Takes the mark uncontested. Plays on. Goes to the half forward flank with a kick. Jacques takes the mark. Goes short again. It's okay. Young Jervies takes the mark. Goes to the right foot kick. Long to the square. Good kick too.
That is a great kick. He hasn't had many, but that was a great kick.
Mark taken by Tarquin. 10 out. Directly in front. And this for a much needed goal for the home side. Directly in front, southern end of the ground, Matty Tarquin. Comes in. He made hard work of it,
Yeah,
but
he
he got
did,
it.
but it's there.
So he kicks his first and the fifth for Bannockburn. They go to 5-4-34. They trail Geelong West 7-6-48, and that is on the DeGrande Cycling Sport. Third quarter scoreboard, 22.5 played.
When did they kick their last goal, Alex?
Well, you asked me that a second ago, and I answered it.
Well, it's
But
just
no,
now,
I'm-
you idiot.
What I will answer with Jervies, he's on the 8 disposals, but 6 of them have been handballs. I don't think he got a kick until this quarter.
Well, as I said in the call, he hasn't had that many touches, but that was a magnificent touch, and it's amazing what a goal can do. They get another couple back here, and they can get the ascendancy back, but, by geez, they've improved that much, and they're just having a go, West.
And they're going to
The
put
ball back in the middle of the ground. This time, Jervies, big, large, gets the ball down. And I think we like him.
How about Scott?
Yep.
Is that too hard? Or?
Nah, just Jervies has got
Yeah.
enough. They know who's got the ball. Bannockburn's got it, and it's Bannockburn Jervies has got it. He's been pinged this time for holding the ball. So ball will go to Lima, is it? On the ground, it is. Got the handball away to Dwyer, put him under a little bit of
Jeez.
pressure. He got out of trouble nicely, though. Goes out wide. Lowther back on the ground after that.
Lowther?
head collision.
After that nasty injury.
Yes, that,
I think he's
blood
had
was
surgery.
streaming from head. Ball into the half-forward line, picked up
Oh,
ball.
oh, that's too
Over the
high,
top.
umpire.
He was on the
Oh,
ground, though. Didn't hang his
turn
head.
it up.
Umpire said now
Oh!
he's got one back, and the ball's going to Lukey Gavin. So Gavin now quickly goes back towards Tyke in front of the square. Ball hits the ground.
He's
Oh,
blown
get
the
another
whistle
free
again.
By the arm, he's saying.
Well, it must have been just behind it because I think Tyken was the one going for the footy.
Yeah, it's Miller that's got the free kick.
And
I didn't
he was
even-
a step
it-
behind.
I didn't even see him in the contest.
No,
so-
he was a step behind, so they must have dragged him back from behind there.
So Blake Miller has 1 goal for the afternoon, can go back and kick goal number 2 for himself and bring that margin back just that little bit closer to 8 points if he kicks straight through the middle. Comes in, kicks a goal, goes, the umpire's going back,
Yeah,
so
he's
it's
got
going to
that
be
too.
a goal, and he has his 2nd goal of the afternoon. The 6-4 Bannockburn. They moved to 6 goals 4. They trailed Geelong West on 7-6. We've gone 25 minutes, 3rd quarter to Granny Cycling Sports, 3rd quarter scoreboard.
Well, as I say, 1 goal gets 2, and they've just looked a little bit better side in the last few minutes. And actually, that's a big test for West now. They've shown that they can play football. Now they've got to show they can play defensive football and keep the Tigers out. But look, I was talking to a few blokes before the game. They believe that Blake Miller will cover Tom. Well, I think he might, but I tell you what, he's going to have to improve a bit. I don't think they give Tom the recognition. I thought he was a really good footballer, and Blake Miller's got a little bit of improving to do, a little bit of weight to lose, a little bit of hard work to do.
And the other bloke come back.
Old man Jervis gets it down. Handball out, Miles. Handball over the top. Smith did well. Got the kick away. Inside 50 again. Lowry pushed past the football. Fulton handball. Miller. He got ripped off the football by Karkek and held on to a long time. Lima's handball. Lowry over the top. Oh, be careful. The umpire said had no prior and will ball it up. He ducked the head.
He ducked the head and
Held on to it.
yeah,
Ball up.
Fair enough.
Miller, old man Jervis gets it down. Goes back towards Lowry again. Ripped off the footy, handball. Comes out. Miles somehow pickpocketed it, turned around, kicked the
Tell you
goal.
what.
Doesn't mind it.
He's kicked it, I think.
Tell you what,
Yeah, he
it's a
has.
hat trick, 3 in a row.
So Miles has kicked his first of the afternoon. And 7-4, 46 now, Bannockburn. Only trail by 2 points. Geelong West 7-6, 48. And that's under the Grandy Cycling Sport 3rd quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes played.
I just think that's what make good football teams good footy teams. Like, they look like they were down and out. They looked like they weren't doing anything and looked like they weren't even going to kick a goal. And then they kick 3 in about 5 or 6 minutes and look like the side they were last year.
Second, and the 7th for Geelong West. They go to 7-6, 48. They lead Bannockburn 4-3, 27. And that's on the De Grandy Cycling Sport 3rd quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
When did Bannockburn kick their last goal, didn't they?
So I got Miller kick the 3rd goal of the 2nd quarter. Would have been about 10-minute mark maybe.
Well, I was just about to have a bit of a crack at Mitchell then because I thought that was the mark that he should have taken. I thought that's going to cost him a goal. But, you know, just the endeavour in the tackle there just wasn't there, and it turned out to be so easy. And I think you'll have a look at halfway through the 2nd quarter. Your stats will tell me I stopped doing them, but I think Miles and young Tycon have drifted right out of the game.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right there. Ball back in the middle of the ground. And Miles, as we speak, takes the possession of the ball, gets it to Middleton. Middleton to Blonde Jervis. Blonde Jervis goes out wide. And it's Link Peters who has the ball now. He goes short, and the mark will be taken out there.
It's not
And
as
that
if
is
they've got
Sharp.
the same Christian name, you blokes.
So Sharp
We're
now.
just taking it, that's all.
Sharp, long, into the goal square. Out the back, ball comes, kicked off the ground. I think that was Miles, runs it towards the goals, and it will be run through by Adam Lima, and for a minus score. So 4 goals, 4 are now to the Bannockburn side. 7 goals, 6. Probably just fostering for food.
No, he's going for the old cup of tea.
Galloway in the back pocket, short kick. Ooh, just had enough on it, but the kick wasn't good, and Middleton slides in and takes the mark. So Middleton now from just outside 50. Looks to go towards the goal square, but the kick was smothered on the mark. It picked up again. He goes back and wins possession again as he went down, taken high, but the umpires allowed things to roll. Out the back the ball comes, and it's a bit hard to see what's happening on the far side of the ground, but it's Bannockburn who come merge with the ball. It's tapped away, and defensively by the Geelong West Giants, they've done very nicely. They've got the ball out of play. Outside forward 50, so a ball in to take place, far side of the ground.
What do they do with it? Come merge with the ball. What's that?
Who?
They come merge with the ball.
It's Bannockburn speak.
The ball thrown back in by the umpire.
It's a bit rough.
Ball is out, tapped to the front of the contest. Again, Lima, kick off the ground. Was not effective, so it remains underneath the contest. Umpire back in quickly again. We'll take up another ball up. Similar position. So it's Miller again, doing the work against Jervis. That's dark Jervis.
Turn it up.
Got to be careful now.
Ball round the boundary line, runs out the back, and it's Kelly sitting by himself who takes possession of the ball. Player inside is a Bath, or yes it is, or is it Bowden? No, it's Bowden.
Fitty.
And
Fitty ran over the mark. Well, didn't stay on the mark.
I tell you, that
didn't
really...
he go sideways?
No, but he went sideways with him. But that really angers me because Bannockburn love coming and changing and coming down here. And West did all the right things. They went with them and they had no one to kick to. And then
So
he
Parsons now has the ball. He's got to kick out wide. He goes further afield looking for Bowden. This is Ryan. So Ryan Bowden can go over the top. Has a player's shirt. Looks like Blonde Jervis in space by himself. And the Blonde Jervis has taken the mark. Goes long. Over the back. Peters couldn't take the mark. Pushes the umpire. This is from the umpire in the middle of the ground. And it's going to be play on now. Across the goals they will go. Lowry goes towards White, takes the mark.
down the ground,
further
down
afield.
the ground,
Umpire
umpire.
says further afield. So
Has to
free
be.
kick will go down towards centre wing.
Well, the ball's still rolling.
I reckon he's reported him too. Blake Miller.
Well, it didn't look high or anything. It was late, but I don't think he's reported him. He has to send him off, doesn't he?
Well, he's got the hand in the back pocket.
Hands in the
I
back
think he's
pocket.
just threatening to see if anything happens,
I think he has to send him off.
But the ball's going on now, and it's wide. It brings the ball back into the middle of the ground towards centre half forward position. Tapped out, and it's going to be Parsons. Has the ball, went back, had Spiller. Spiller couldn't get rid of the ball. He's been held onto without the ball, says the umpire. So free kick goes to Spiller. So Spiller will come towards clubroom side. Has a player out there by himself. It's a bit slow through the air, and Dwyer
too
arrives
high.
and knocks the ball over the boundary line. So at 20-minute mark of the third quarter, we have Geelong West on 7 goals 6. They lead Bannockburn on 4 goals 4. To Granny Cycle Sports third quarter scoreboard.
They're just doing all the hard things, aren't they? They're doing all the little things that you have to do to win a game of football. You can't do the classy things here today, the big marks and all that, because the conditions don't suit, but they're doing all the little 1%ers that are getting them across the line so far.
Boundary throw in, left half forward for the Giants. Short to throw in. Fulton taps it down. Miles couldn't take it with him. Lima right next to Fulton. Rips him off the football. Parsons in there as well. Ball still in dispute. The umpire will come in and ball it up. 50 out from the Giants' goal. 21 played third term. 20 points the difference. Rain stopped here at Victoria Park. Gans going up for the ruck against Fulton, who gets it down. Off a step. Miles' kick was smothered.